Hey yo, y'all, it is Brian here. The game is over now between the Niners and the Rams from yesterday, Sunday. I was there live. It was awesome. Had a blast. Went with some family. Shout out to Martin, Paul, and Josh. A lot of fun. Just partying all game. And that was just a dominant win by the 49ers. A lot of fans, 49er fans there. So got to thank Stan Kroenke big time for giving us a beautiful stadium whenever the 49ers do play the Rams, because there was a bunch of 49er fans. I'll try to post some pictures and some video for you guys on YouTube Shorts, and you guys can check it out because there was a lot of fans. There was a lot, yeah. But going to the game, 49ers absolute dominant win. The number one guy we got to credit to is Christian McCaffrey. I mean, after a week in the offense, they used him a lot in this game, and he was very successful. First guy since LT to have a passing, receiving, and a running touchdown. That's awesome right there. And he had the ball pretty much all the time, and he was successful with it pretty much all the time. The Rams had absolutely no answer to him, and it was a little surprising because they should have an answer to him considering the fact that Debo was out for this game, and they should have known that Kyle was going to use Christian all the time, and they just didn't have anything to it. Jimmy G played very efficient football. That was probably one of the best footballs I've seen him play in a while. I mean, 84% completion passes, 235 yards, a touchdown or two in this game. I mean, that was just absolute masterful performance by Jimmy, and got to give him a lot of credit for that. Credit to the defense, was able to get a lot of stops in the second half. 0 points, 24 unanswered points in the second half. That was just awesome right there. And the Rams, I mean, they had decent moments. You know, the first half was pretty good for them. They actually were up 14-10, and Kyle was able to make a comeback after being down in the second half. I mean, that's really rare, right? But they had missed a lot of opportunities. I think early on, Jalen Ramsey in the first half, he could have gotten that interception right there. That could have turned the game around. It was 0-0 that time. Higbee at the end, it was, I think, 3rd and 2, and he just absolutely dropped the pass and probably would have went to the house with it, or at least gone near the goal line had he been able to make that catch. And that could have made it a very interesting game, but couldn't do anything right there. Just an all-around great performance, and I'm excited because we have a bye week coming up. Nice way to get a break from football and everything like that. Just enjoy the football games next week for us fans of other teams. I'll be watching the Panthers probably, but looking at the bye week, needed much badly. Resting players up. I think Shanahan said there was no injuries to report in this one, and I don't recall anybody getting injured in this game, so that's awesome right there. And to come back in a few weeks to play Sunday Night Football against the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium, that's going to be awesome right there. Other things to talk about. Players coming back. Debo Samuel should be back. Dre Greenlaw hopefully will be back. Al-Shaair, he's been gone for a while. He should be back as well. Elijah Mitchell, another nice rotational back. He was supposed to be the number one back, but hey, Christian's here now. But that's awesome to get the load off of Christian. That's something that we're going to need later on down the line. And lastly, Eric Armstead. I hope he can play in a few weeks. That would be awesome right there. He's going to be the big difference maker if he does come back for the remaining half of the season. Javon Kinlaw, not as optimistic. I think he might be out for a while, so that's unfortunate right there. Jason Verrett, I don't think he played in this game, not from what I remember, but it's nice they didn't have to play him, and maybe he can get even more rest, get even more reps in practice, and maybe he can be able to get in the lineup eventually for the 49ers in the second half of the year. So very optimistic. 4-4 right now. We honestly should be like 6-1, whatever, you know. But it is what it is. I'll take this win any day of the week. Beating the Rams twice, I mean, that's feels like a tradition for the 49ers. I think as somebody on YouTube said that just when you think the 49ers season's over, when they're struggling, you can hope the Rams to give us therapy and make it a better season and turn it around. So got to give credit to the Rams for doing that. But Kroenke, always got to give him a shout out for being able to make a beautiful stadium for the 49ers. I mean, that was a lot of 49er fans. I don't know how to exaggerate it. I'm pretty sure you guys saw on the TV broadcast, but it was loud. It was insane, especially in the second half. Like when I think McCaffrey had that rushing touchdown, that's when it started thundering and lightning, and the Kittle touchdown at the end. That was like the loudest I've ever heard, man. I almost lost my hearing. My hands were hurting because I was clapping a lot, yelling a lot. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed the experience big time. So it was definitely worth coming to Los Angeles and watching the game live and seeing all the players, coaches, all that stuff, and seeing the 49ers beat the Rams as always in the regular season. And yeah, that's cool right there. One interesting thing was going home, I think on Century Boulevard, if you guys know, in Inglewood or wherever, on the way home to Orange County. And The police came, and there was like 6 buses of 49er players and coaches, and then they had equipment there going to LAX. That was really cool right there. Wanted to say what's up, but the window was tinted anyways, and plus let them enjoy the time with their teammates and coaches and everything like that, because that was a big win right there, and that was a win that they absolutely needed. They could not afford to go 3-5 and hopefully miss the playoffs opportunity, for the next few weeks. And right now the standings is the 49ers are currently the 7th seed right now, so that win was very essential. And to have tiebreakers over Washington right now, who are actually doing really well with Taylor Heineke. And right now the Rams, we have a tiebreak over them. Seattle, we technically have a tiebreak over them, but they have an extra win. They had a nice win against the New York Giants, so that's a big threat coming up in December on Thursday Night Football. That's going to be a lot of fun, right? Playing against Seattle again. But they should be a lot better than they were in week 2. So that game we cannot take lightly at all. And just a lot of exciting things. Just a lot of exciting things for the 49ers. Very optimistic for the rest of the year. Maybe Kyle Shanahan's going to be adjusting even more, especially with McCaffrey. That's going to make his life a little bit easier in terms of play calling, play designing, because, he's McCaffrey pretty much flawlessly, I would say. But a little bit concerning. Don't want them to use McCaffrey all the time, because I don't want him to be like in Carolina where they just kind of abused him and then he got hurt a lot of the ways just for wear and tear, body miles on him. So hopefully they lighten up his load when Debo comes back, and I expect him not to carry the ball, touch the ball like 30 times a game. So that's something that they got to be careful about. But yeah, anyways, that's it, guys. A lot of fun. SoFi Stadium was lit. It was awesome. Beautiful stadium, by the way. It really is. I'll give Kroenke credit for making a really nice stadium, nice little area right there. And to make it a beautiful home stadium for the 49ers, I just can't thank him enough. I don't know how to repay him, right? So that's it, guys. Love you guys. Enjoy the win for the rest of the next 2 weeks, and we'll get back next week when we play the Chargers on Sunday Night Football. So love you guys. You guys have a good one, and I'll catch you guys up.